So I wanted to give you guys 2 tips for traveling when dancing to make your experience a little bit more manageable and more enjoyable. My first tip is to make sure that you prepare adequate time and documentation for your licensing process. Now, some cities, some markets don't require licensing. I know Atlanta does, Las Vegas does, San Diego does, maybe Minneapolis, I'm not sure, I haven't worked there. But generally you're going to have to provide some sort of documentation. Usually that's a driver's license or a state ID and your social security card. If you don't have that, I believe most of the time they will accept your passport as well. I usually just travel with my social security card. Side note, make sure you take that out of your wallet when you get home, because last time I worked in Vegas, I forgot to. I got my wallet stolen and I had identity theft, which caused a major problem for years down the road for me, leading up to me having to have an FBI screening on this current trip, which delayed the processing of my card, resulting in 2 trips to Las Vegas. So side note, make sure you get rid of all of your personal information as soon as you get home. Don't leave it in your wallet. Make sure you have the documentation, so passport and a photo ID, social security card. Time, make sure you give yourself adequate time to get that documentation completed. In Vegas, you will have a long process. I allow myself 2 days, maybe more, to get that process done when I'm renewing. For me, like I said, because my documentation had an FBI hold on it, they had to do my background check because of my identity theft. It took 3 months. They gave me a temporary work card, and then I had to come back 1 week before expiration to get my permanent card to allow the FBI screening to go through. So about 2 days from landing to getting completely done with that process. So what you need in order to get that done is you go to your audition, you get what is called a referral. I don't have that paper because they take that when you go back to the sheriff's office. You get a referral from your club that says this person wants to work here when you do your audition. You go to the sheriff's office, be prepared for a 3 to 4 hour wait, unless if you're smart and you get there at 6:30 a.m. before they open at 7. When you get to the sheriff's office, you'll show that referral, say that you're applying for your non-gaming license. You'll wait. You'll get called a few hours later. They'll fingerprint you, make sure everything goes through. You pay them, I believe it's $85 or $90. And then you have a card. Now here you can go straight to the club and go to work, or you can go and get your scope. I believe you can do that right away. I could be wrong, but you can still immediately go to the club and work. When you go back to the club to work, you will have gotten hired. When I got hired at Rhino here, you will get hired by the manager on shift, and you will get hired at a certain time, a certain shift. Make sure you don't throw these business cards away that they give you. This isn't for promotion. This is actually what you need to come back to the club to prove that you now work there. Sorry about the cat. So now that you have that card, they're going to tell you can work, but you have 24 hours to get what's called a scope. That's a background check. It's just another way of them getting money out of you. I believe this is $10, this form here. You will go back to the sheriff's office and you will get this background check signed off to say that you are not a criminal. You are good to work in Las Vegas. The last thing you will need, what is called a TAM card. That is an alcohol awareness training card. I never did any alcohol awareness training, but I definitely paid $20 to get this card. This is your sheriff's card. This is good for 5 years. Do not lose this. Do not get it stolen. You will have to renew it. It's a pain in the butt. Okay, so arrive very early to get that process done. Make sure you have all the documentation that you need. Here's a little extra tip on that. When you go to the sheriff's office to get your license or sheriff's card, they will fingerprint you. If you are a dancer that likes to have long nails, they're going to make you cut those acrylics off. So wait to get your acrylics done until after you get your card. Then go get those babies popped on. There's tons of nail salons right in that area. Don't waste your money to just have them cut off the same day.